What's going on, people? It's Blackwing here. I just figured today I just wanted to go live and just, and I haven't done a casual stream in such, a long time. So I figured, why not just, go live and just, just, just sit down and just chat. Because it's been a while. I know I've been uploading video after video after video, and I appreciate the comments, the views, and I also appreciate the subscribers that just recently subscribed to the channel. And yeah, just really thank you guys so much for all the stuff that I've been doing. Even though I can tell I've been lacking in content for I know for a bit of for reasons, but hey, thank you guys. I still thank you guys so much. Um, Shoot. Shoot, I had a whole thing planned. Well, thanks for being here, Psycho. I appreciate it, man. Just gotta share this stream out to all other platforms. I forgot to share the stream out on Discord. Manta Ray, hey yo, what's up? I gotta share. Forgive me, guys. I just gotta share this stream out to all the other platforms that I'm on, and then we'll just get right down to the I wouldn't say nitty gritty, but just update of what I've been up to. Just hang on 1 second. Hey, what's up, Patty? Long time no see, man. I haven't seen you here in a while. As I'm doing my own PR rewatch, what shows do you think are better or worse compared to what you remembered? I'm gonna be honest. Operation Overdrive is not as bad as people say it is. Really, it isn't. It's not good, but it's not all that bad. It's still fun. Jungle Fury is, still overrated as always. I mean, not overrated, underrated. I said overrated. Jungle Fury is still underrated. My bad. Underrated. RPM still a great season. It's just, I just couldn't get what I see why people love this season so much, but it's still not in my top 10 just to say because I mean it is in my oh my gosh, I'm tripping on my words. I just had a hard time just connecting with RPM because again in my RPM review I never watched it when it was airing. So thankfully I've only watched the season in full completion just twice. Wild Force is great, just despite one arc I did not like. Ninja Storm is a fun ride. SBD and Down Thunder are still jam-packed seasons as always. I remember Mystic Force is just it's not good because the show's pacing. The show never like gets a chance to pump the brakes and just take a time to rest and everything. And as far as MMPR, season 3 is the best season of MMPR. My ranking for MMPR is season 3, 1, and 2. Zeo, awesome. Turbo, I prefer the second half of Turbo much more than the first half. In Space, love it. It's great. In Space is awesome. Lost Galaxy, also great. So that's and Lightspeed Rescue. Just you don't really hear a lot of people talk about Lightspeed Rescue as well, but Lightspeed Rescue is darn well a good season, and I'm happy to admit that. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about past seasons that I've watched. Still gotta get back to sharing pizza. The stream out. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I should have done this before I went live. Silly me. Mystic Force is oddly weird, but it did have the potential to be great, though. It did. It did. It's just, yeah, it just I just Nick is not a really great Red Ranger to me. That's my problem. That's just my main problem with Mystic Force, and of course, like the cast needed more to do. They really needed more to do. Jungle Fury is a good show, but the villains are way better in Geki Ranger and Blue and. I mean, to each their own. I mean, I love Geki Ranger and Jungle Fury for separate reasons, but I still love both shows. Jungle Fury is the only PR show I know that doesn't use Zords. If you notice, wait, what do you mean that doesn't use Zords? Yo, my boy Larry Newbill, how you doing, my friend? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, I shared everything out. But yeah. So, of course, thank you guys so much for being here. For those for those of you who are here, thank you guys so much. As you can see, I I updated my StreamYard thing. I don't know if you guys can see. Is my logo thing up there or no? Oh, now it is. I was like, where's my logo? I thought I put it up there. But yeah, my logo is here. It is, finally there. I'm good. Work is boring as usual. I mean, hey man, I agree. Who wants to work on a Friday? I mean, Fridays are just the hype days for when you get off work. But yeah, I don't really remember them using Jungle Fury did use Megazords. Every Power Ranger season has Megazord battles. uh, Wild Force is the only PR show I've rewatched that isn't as good as I remembered, but it is better. Oh yes, Wild Force is way, way better than Gal Ranger. Trust me. I don't know. Maybe I may come around to rewatching Gal Ranger someday. Maybe, but the team dynamic in Wild Force is way much better than it is in Gal Ranger. How do you know about Devil May Cry? I mean, I never played it. I never ever played Devil May Cry in my life. I mean, I just know it because it's a very popular game in the gaming community. And of course, how I found out about the characters was by playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I don't own the game, but whenever I was at, a gathering and anybody was playing, if Marvel vs. Capcom was playing, that's how I found out about Devil May Cry. That's how I found out about Dante and Virgil. So yeah, I wish I could play Devil May Cry. Man, I wish I could get back into gaming, but life happens. It is what it is. So just to update on what I've been doing off time when I'm not on YouTube. I'm now part of a podcast group called the Time for Toku Podcast. It's basically, a tokusatsu podcast that talks about everything, Toku related, and sometimes we may, sometimes we may run off the rails, jump off and go into tangents, and just, we jump into discussions of why MCU Spider-Man is not the best Spider-Man, but I don't care. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He's the best. And we just have a grand old time, and I can honestly say the group that this group of people, they're really great people, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And it's just a good to be in a group of people talking about tokusatsu, because I could say tokusatsu is known, but it's still not yet known. As it's not yet, but it's there. It's just it needs more. The Toku fandom as a whole is a big fandom, but it needs more just to put it out there, because it's cool. You enjoying Kamen Rider Saber so far? Kamen Rider Saber, if I'm gonna be honest, yes, the show's only 4 episodes in, but it hasn't grabbed my attention just yet, because again, it's going for the whole. When the poster, was revealed, it's just a lot of, we haven't had this many writer characters in, on a post. At first, when I saw the poster, I was thinking, oh, we're going back to, writer versus writer stuff like Ryuki. But I mean, again, the show's only 4 episodes in. I don't really have a full-on opinion yet. I mean, this past recent episode, it kind of just be like, okay, what? And I'm still trying to understand the writer gimmick. I know they use, books to help them transform, and I love form changes, but the form changes in Saber are a little bit hard for me to understand, a little bit, but probably, I mean, like I said, only 4 episodes in, and it's okay. Have you heard about who's going to play Caliber? Yes, the guy who played Juzo in Shinkenger, and he was also in Kamen Rider Fives. I'm surprised he came back to do another Kamen Rider show. That's very interesting. That's cool for him too. That's really good, really good. But yeah, I joined a podcast group called Time for Toku. I love being part of it. It's fun. It's just great to be in a circle of people to talk about Toku and everything. Will you be willing to name which is better between Power Rangers versus Super Sentai comparisons? Examples: Wild Force is better. Um. See, that's another reason why I went live today, because I wanted to ask you guys some questions, because this whole week, heck, I would even say last week, I've had like such a creative block. Like I'm just stuck. Like I'm just stuck. But I mean, if you guys want to see, if you guys want me to do a comparison between the Power Rangers and their Super Sentai counterparts, and then hey, I'll do it. I mean, I won't. The only thing I could say is breaking down a whole show by myself is it's difficult. It's not easy, but I mean, I could try. I could definitely try. I'll do the best I can. Remember, I'm just a one-man show, and but I'll try to do the best I can. Caliber's actor also drew the art for the Q-Tom. Oh, did he now? I never knew that. I never knew that. I never did. What are your thoughts on the Dino Fury cast? Look, I love the cast. I mean, yes, only 3 of the Rangers got introduced, but I love the cast already. They're fun. They're I mean, again, we haven't seen them in action yet, but I love the cast that we got so far. Our Red Ranger for this season is gonna be a mix. He's half black, half Asian. So, to the Asian people, congratulations! You got your first ever Asian Red Ranger. I mean, I would say, Blasian because, black and Asian, but hey, representation matters and we getting it. Power Rangers knows how to hit that on the nose. That's great. But but yeah, the podcast thing is great because originally I was gonna create my own podcast, and then again I fell under a creative block because I had no idea what to do. But I guess joining a podcast was even better, and I'm grateful for it. I love it, I really do. Uh, Thoughts on Minecraft characters in Smash? I'm not the biggest advocate. I mean, not advocate. I'm not the biggest Super Smash Brothers fan. I mean, trust me, the Smash Brothers fandom is crazy. It's wild. When I mean crazy, not like psycho crazy. I mean it's just wild. But I mean, look, Minecraft and Smash Brothers, cool. It's it's I guess it's cool. I mean, I'm not. Smash Ultimate has really been around for like already 2 years, so the fact that they're still adding more characters into the game, it's just wow. And of course, I don't know. I hope they don't have any plans to make another Smash Brothers game anytime soon. Heck, I don't think they're not going to make another one until Nintendo starts developing their next console. So for now, I don't really, care about Smash Brothers. Like your top three Kamen Riders on the top of your head. Oh, top three Kamen Riders off the top of my head. Kamen Rider O's, Edgy, that's my boy. Kamen Rider Forze, Gentaro, and Kamen Rider Kuga. Those three. I have like five favorite Kamen Riders. But if I had to yeah, those are my three out of the five. What's going on, Tevia? Thank you for being here, man. So yeah, I've kind of felt under a creative block because I know I've just been uploading, strictly, Power Rangers content, like with the reviews and the top 10 that I did recently. It's just, I have, the retro throwbacks and I enjoy doing those things. It's just sometimes the views on those are very low. And I'm just like, is nobody just like if I was just like nobody sees these? Like really? No one? Cause I mean, who wouldn't love to talk about old school cartoons? I mean, I love talking about old school cartoons and nostalgias and everything. But I don't know. It's just like I put them up and everything. I try to make them as best. Originally, when I first did the retro throwbacks, I would always play like the theme song and at the end of it, but of course I couldn't do that because copyright, so I chose not to do that anymore. But nowadays, I do the retro throwbacks, and the viewership on those are just straight up low. Like my X-Men retro throwback has only had 15 views. I'm like, this is like the original, this is the 90s X-Men show. Who wouldn't want to hear me talk about it? That's like it's the best X-Men cartoon. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are not liking the retro throwbacks. Maybe some people are, but it's just if you guys who are here, I mean, do you guys like the retro throwbacks? Just yes or a simple yes or no. That's fine. And yeah, I mean, and if anything, is there something that you would like for me to make better with the retro throwbacks, if perchance? Ultraman Bellio becomes a sword tonight. Yeah, I know. I went live, and I totally forgot today. Ultraman Z Day, but I'll watch the episode after when after the stream is done. Um, How come you made a Zoo Ranger review and not any other Sentai? Here, okay. Here's the thing. The thing with me doing a Sentai review, that's the thing. I don't know if that's the thing. I put it up. I don't know a lot of people who will watch it. That's the thing. Now, as you can see, when I did not my review, that video where I talked about why I love Kamen Rider O so much, that viewership on that video went higher because I had people who promoted the video, which I appreciate. And the same thing with the Kamen Rider video when I was talking about my experience with Heisei Week. People promoted that video. Now, if I were to do Sentai reviews, I feel like it would be difficult, because when I mean it would be difficult, it's just, again, it's going back to the whole, will people want to watch it? Because when I start, as you may notice, I haven't been talking about anything comic book related on my channel for a while. I haven't done any of the live reads because I just feel like nowadays just doing the live reads, I feel like it kind of hurts my, my voice to just, be reading a whole book in like, 2 hours. But I try to do the best I can. But the reason why I talked about Zoo Ranger, because everybody knows about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but and the fandom does kind of know about Zoo Ranger. So the reason why I talked about Zoo Ranger is because people know those suits. And I figured, I explained what I thought about, the season that gave us Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and just to give people my opinion on it. It's just, of course, Zoo Ranger is their first ever dinosaur season. It was not that great, of course, but excuse me. It's the best I did the best I could. But if I were, do you guys want to see Sentai reviews? Because if you want to see Sentai reviews, I would gladly try to do Sentai reviews. If I do, that means I'll probably have to watch the seasons again, because I'm not trying to be like a copy like other YouTube channels, like the TokuCast, for instance. They basically reviewed every single Sentai show known to man. Well, heck, the majority of the franchise from the beginning. Well, I wouldn't say from the beginning, but pretty much majority of all the Sentai shows. But if you guys want me to do Sentai reviews, I'll be glad to do it. Only thing is, since Kira Major is halfway done, I don't want to start doing that. So I'll probably, when the next Sentai season airs, I'll go to doing, episode by episode reviews. But yeah, I'll try to do my best I can. But it's just, with that, I can't use, images, because how Toei can get with, putting images and everything. They'll copyright your video at the drop of a dime. But I'll try to do the best I can with that. But thank you for asking that, Psycho. Check out the Ultraman. I did check out the Ultraman. I read the first issue. It is wow. Very wow. I'm not the biggest Ultraman fan. I just started getting into Ultraman like when this whole quarantine started. I wanted to open my horizons into more tokusatsu stuff. So I watched all of Ultraman G. Loved it. I love it. That's perfect. It's a great season. And I'm currently, of course, watching Ultraman Z, and I'm also watching Ultraman Orb. Ultraman Orb, of course, it's way different than Geed. It's basically, the main protagonist in the show. It's, he has a troubled past and everything. I don't know. I just feel, and plus, by that point in Ultraman Orb, he already is an Ultraman. I guess for me with Ultraman Orb, I don't really like it as much as Geed. It's cool, but it's okay. But Ultraman Z is just I love Z is just a fun season. It's a really great fun show. And after I finish Orb, the next Ultraman show I'm gonna watch is Ultraman X. That's gonna be the next show I watch. We will support you. Thank you, Hero Connection podcast. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Any Ultra series you wanted / plan to watch? I mean, okay, for now, I do plan on watching all the new generation Ultraman shows. You know, from Ginga all the way to to now. So I've only watched G, so I gotta watch Ginga, Ginga S, X, Ultraman Rube, Ultraman Taiga. Mainly just because one, they're shorter because they're only 25 to 26 episodes, and plus they're easy to get through. Because I think I finished G'd in like about 4 days because I was just enjoying it so much. I just like, oh, I gotta continue the show. It's just great. So yeah, I'm basically just for now I'm just sticking with the new generation hero shows. As for the older shows, I'll start with, of course, Tiga because everybody recommends Tiga. Definitely like the early, the Heisei shows. Tiga, Gaia, and Dinah. Definitely, but yeah, definitely for the the Heisei era Ultraman shows. And I'll somewhere down the line I'll work my way through the entire the Heisei era of Ultraman. Any opinion on Shattered Grid? I love Shattered Grid. I do plan on I gotta purchase the whole collection edition, the omnibus of um Shattered Grid. It's great. I can't wait to purchase it because I don't know if we'll ever get something like that again, but it was just such a great event. I don't know if they're Kyle Higgins did an amazing job with that show. I mean that book. I'm talking about so many things about it right now. Watching Zoo Ranger back in quarantine made me question why I watch Sentai. Oh my gosh. I mean, 90 Sentai goes in, really. 90 Sentai really goes in. Nowadays, modern Sentai is very 90s Sentai is very, I mean 90s. Modern day Sentai is more, we don't get a lot of broken helmet moments. We don't get a lot of, risk because, it's a new, I'm pretty sure the demographic in Japan it keeps on changing. So it's what they did in the 90s and the 2000s they can't really do in the now. But it is what it is. How many episodes of Orb have you seen? I'm 17 episodes in. I'm on episode. Shoot, I'm like on the back half. I think I'm on episode 20. No. I think I'm on episode 19 now. Yeah, I'm on episode 19 of Ultraman Orb. Yeah, but yeah, the something search people thing doesn't really. I don't really like it either. Your opinion on the Omega Rangers? The Omega Rangers, it's a night. The comics really do add so many things to the mythos of Power Rangers. It's just so brilliant. I like how they add so many things. Like they dive deeper into Rita's origin story, which was amazing, really amazing. They showed the procedure Tommy had to go through to get the White Ranger powers, which was also great. Yeah, just the comics in general is they're just great. They're just really great. Yeah, it's just great. Have you? No, not that good. Have you watched the Ultra? Not yet. I may come around to watching the the Netflix Ultraman show maybe somewhere down the line. Not for right now. I'm currently right. I got my hands full watching so many. I'm watching too many things right now. I'm currently watching. Of course, I'm going through my Power Rangers marathon. Uh, um, wait, sheesh. Comments are rolling in. Newsies starring. I'm a dip later, y'all. All right, thanks, Patty. Thank you for being here, man. But I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, I'm currently watching too many things right now. I'm watching all of Power Rangers. I'm basically going through all of Star Wars: The Clone Wars chronologically. I am watching too many things right now. Watching Kamen Rider Kiva, the current Toku shows of Z. I'm watching too many things right now, and I don't like to pile so many shows on myself. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Uh, Power Rangers and Super Sentai need anime like Gridman. I mean, with the whole, I don't know if they could go into an animated show. Maybe they could make it work. Maybe not. I don't know. It all depends. For me, I'm open to an animated Power Ranger show. I'm I'm pretty open to it as long as it's good. And don't be so kiddie. As long as it's good, not kiddie, not just take risks. If they're gonna do it, they need to take risk. Go-Go 5 and Flashman are underrated. I'm actually Go-Go 5 it's not the next Sentai on my list, but I'm actually very interested to see how it differs to Lightspeed Rescue. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And Flashman is one of my most anticipated Sentais to watch because I love those suits. Wow, Blackwing, nice to finally see you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Flash. Also, Flash is one of the members on the Time for Toku podcast. Thanks for being here, man. Any opinion on the latest James Bond movie getting delayed? It got delayed again? To what month? To what when did they delay it? Cuz I just got into watching James Bond films. I only watched the first 3 Pierce Brosnan movies. I just need to watch not Tomorrow Never Dies. Die Another Day. I'm like, there we go. What's the name of that movie? I wonder why they didn't put that movie on Netflix, but yeah. They delayed A Good Day to Die again? Jeez. Well, I mean, I'm not going to no movie theaters until this whole pandemic is 100% done. I'm not going to no movies. Not one. What are your thoughts about Tom Hardy as the new? I mean, they didn't say Tom Hardy is the new James Bond. I mean, everybody wants Idris Elba to be the new James Bond. Hey, I think Idris can do it. I really think Idris Elba can do it. He can pull off that whole suave, persona and everything. I think Idris Elba can definitely pull that off. To 2020. Oh, to 2021. I see. What Sentais have you seen? Okay, I gotta do this again. Hold on. Okay. So the Sentais that I've seen, I'm going in, production order. Live Man, Jetman through O Ranger. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, I'm wrong. Jetman through Car Ranger. There we go. Time Ranger through Geki Ranger, and Shinkenger to now. That's all the Sentais I've watched. I don't have to say the entire names because that's just a waste of breath. That's simply a waste of fresh air. Idris Elba would be goaded. I mean, he can pull it off. He could definitely pull it off. I believe it. Mm. Can't you finish my boy? Go on, man. Goander is so hard to watch that I question like why did I bother to even consider watching it? I mean, I'm halfway done through the show and it's just I don't know how they made RPM what I don't know how they adapted that and just made it into RPM. It's just oh my gosh, two different entities. Speaking of which reminds me, I was just wondering if you would like to do a collaboration video someday. Sure, Tevia. Just let me know in advance because sometimes my schedule might change. But just let me know in advance, and I'll see what we can do about it. All right. Whew. Shoot. I feel like did I miss anybody's comment? But no. You still got that? Yes, I still have that huge water bottle, dude. I need to, hydrate myself. I can't just not have water for the whole day. Jeez. I always gotta hydrate myself. Always. I see why people don't like Go Under, but the show has a charm for me, and it isn't the worst thing to ever be made. Ninja and Zoo Ranger. I mean, yeah, Go On. It's not bad, but it's just hard to watch. It's really just hard to watch. And I could also say the same thing when I was watching Zoo Ranger last year. I really kind of had that show as like background noise to at some points because of just how they just have a kid of the day in a kid of the episode. It just got very very bad. I really couldn't. It was hard to watch. I mean, the only things that really made me happy about watching Zoo Ranger was the Green with Evil arc. The first 6 episodes were great, and then after that, the show just takes a dive. I was like, okay, the show's boring. Thoughts on the live action Mortal Kombat movie next year? I'm actually gonna. I don't. I don't know if I had Mortal Kombat on my list to see, because I don't really play Mortal Kombat unless when it comes to games, I don't like to just jump on a bandwagon and just be part. I just play games for fun. Really, I just play video games for fun. I don't care about contests. I don't care about how great. I mean, if okay, the game is really like bad and broken, then I'll have to say something. But me, I just play video games out of enjoyment. That's about it. I don't really care about just like, oh, this character's coming back. Oh, this character's coming back. Oh, which characters? I just enjoy video games. I enjoy them. I really do. Go Under was my first Sentai, and I saw it when I was 8, and then rewatched it 3 months ago. So I have more adult opinion now. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. What are your thoughts on Batman Beyond? I love it. It's one of my favorite Batman shows. I love Terry. He's a great addition. He's a great original character. I love his concept. I think I just find I think it's just I like Terry a lot more because he's a young Batman. That I guess that's why I love Batman Beyond so much. But other than that, yeah, that's why I love Batman Beyond. Um I love to see Black Red Rangers join together as a team. Yo. If because I do plan on I'm going to Power Morphicon next year. If they can get all the Black Red Ranger actors together in one room, that will be a joyous moment. That will be so joyful. I will be cheering my head off. It just be like represent to the people right here. Red brothers in spandex. I love it. Black power. I love it. I just love it. I would be happy for that moment. Uh Hey, Jinsaku, my boy Jay, the head honcho of the Time for Toku podcast. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. My only controversial Sentai opinion is that I don't like Abba Ranger. Killer, Blue, and Black's wife were the only things that made me finish the show. Yeah, Down of Thunder is way better. I mean, Abba Ranger, I just love Abba Ray Killer in that show. He's great. Awesome. Such a badass. He's just straight up dope. Terry McGinnis is basically the Miles Morales for Batman. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Because remember, Miles is he started out young. Same thing with Peter. Peter started out young too. I think it's because I like young heroes. Teenage heroes. I guess that's why I love the Teen Titans so much. Comic book Teen Titans, because comic book Teen Titans have so much history about them. I just love it. I'm slowly, learning about the Titans history. I started reading the new Teen Titans series from the 80s. That series is beautiful. Really, it's just beautiful, because the only Teen Titans series I've read was Jeff Johns' run from the 2000s. I read from issue 1 all the way to issue 100. And I remember that throughout my majority of my high school, the last half of my high school years, I was trying to hunt down all those graphic novels. Some of them were even out of print. So the fact that I was actually able to read the entire run, all 100 issues, it was it was worth it. I could say it was money well spent. Money well spent. Lately here, I'm so annoyed. I spent too much money. I just got paid. Hey, what up, Toku sis? I just got paid. Just got paid. Hey, it's Friday night. Hey. All right, I'm gonna head off. All right, thanks for being here, Psycho. I appreciate it, man. Also, I'm a proud Toku sis, Toku bros evolving. Yes, yes. Some sacrifices have to be made. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying. I mean, look, the channel's almost at 600 subscribers, and I'm very, very appreciative of that, because one of the goals for me is to hit 600 before the year is over. We're basically in the final quarter of 2020, so 10 subscribers, I can gain that. I can gain that easily. That shouldn't be. I can gain that within a month. Am I right? What about having every black actor ranger in a room together, like Time Force? Hey, that would be a great They should have that kind of panel, and they should have that kind of panel for PMC next year. That would be dope. Just a full-on African American panel. I'll be down for that panel for sure. Just finished Time Ranger. If you ain't seen it yet, get it on. It's fire. Oh yeah, Time Ranger is fire. It's really, really fire. It's goat material. Straight up goat material. Blackwing is going from a Squirtle to a Blastoise. That's funny. I wouldn't even say I'm a Blastoise yet. I would say I would not hit Blastoise level until I hit probably not until I hit 1,000. I feel like I'm still a Squirtle until I evolve. I don't think I'll probably become. I don't think I'll feel like a Blastoise until I hit maybe, I don't know, 100K. But then that's a long way coming. But again, Take it in steps. Everything works in increments and steps. But I mean, but yeah. Black Lives Matter Ranger panel. Hey, yes, Black Lives Matter, a Black Lives Matter Ranger panel. Because let me tell you something. Some of these actors, some of these black actors, heck, the African American Rangers of color, they don't get a lot of appreciation. Especially my boy Damon. You don't hear nothing. You barely hear anybody talk about my boy Damon. Damon is the first ever black African American Green Ranger. And green is my favorite color. So what? What? Come on. That's all I'm saying. But a Black Lives Matter Ranger panel would be freaking dope. Power to the people. Power to the people. What would you say is considered an iconic thing? An iconic thing in the whole iconic thing. I mean, Power Ranger as a whole has so many iconic moments. There's a lot. All 6 Rangers morphing together, a first ever team up, Forever Red, Zordon's death. What else? Anniversary team ups. Just there's a lot. There's a lot of iconic moments in Power Rangers. I can't just pick one. I can't really just stick with one. Yo, I'm gonna head out. It was nice catching up with you again. All right, thank you for being here, man. But yo, I can't really say the one specific iconic moment. But yeah. I mean, someone mentioned that if to do Sentai reviews, I may come back. I may try to do that probably when the next Sentai airs, and same thing goes for Kamen Rider. If whenever new after Kamen Rider Saber, because I don't want to just jump right into reviewing a show and just you know what I mean. Do you know Dino Fury 6 Ranger? Yes, I know. I most definitely know that the 6th Ranger in Dino Fury is going to be a Black Ranger. About time. Jeez. Franchise has been around for almost 30 years and we haven't had a Black and African American 6th Ranger. That's crazy. But it's about damn time. Toku Kid. Yo, what's up, Toku Kid? Yo, guys, shout out to Toku Kid. If you're not following Toku Kid, please follow him. This guy, he is just all around creative. Like, this dude created an actual replica of the animal crystals from Power Rangers Wild Force. I don't know how he did it, but he made it happen. So I applaud you for your creative skills, man. I don't know how. Heck, I wouldn't even know how to do that. Not even me. But I applaud you, man. And I also heard that you and a couple of other people are creating your own fan-made Operation Overdrive series. That is great. Go for it, man. That is GOAT. That's GOAT. I always thought it was funny how Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue is the same cast. So, Jay, funny how you mentioned that. It's really, oh my gosh, it's funny how you mentioned that because the first, I can say not, I think the first ever VHS of Power Rangers that I had was the Trakeena's Revenge DVD VHS, and that was also the first time I ever saw the Lost Galaxy Rangers together as a team. And so, yeah, you're right. It's just, wow. It's just like, Lightspeed Rescue has one black guy. Lost Galaxy has one black guy. I'm just like, wow. they kind of the same, but they work well together. They work so well together. It's in tandem with my own production to make myself the first overdrive slash gold slash orange range. I like it, man. It's you go for it. You put in the work. You got some good stuff going on for you. It's review the ones you watched already. Also give tips on getting into Sentai slash Rider. Also, we ain't gotta be politically correct. That is true. That is true. All right. I mean, okay. Hmm. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of reviewing to put up because I've watched majority of the Heisei era of Kamen Rider, and I pretty much I've watched almost 2 full decades. Well, I'm not going to say 2 full decades. I'm almost done with the 2000 Sentai, and I just have one more left. But I've watched like half of the franchise already, so I can definitely. All right, if you guys want Sentai reviews, I'll give you guys Sentai reviews. You guys want them? I'll do them. I'll do them to the best of my ability. Not everything gonna be perfect. You know something? I wish I could have music playing in the background, but I can't because YouTube and of course copyright. So it sucks. It really freaking sucks. But it is what it is. Laws are laws. But one thing I could say, like a creative block that I've been struggling with is I've been struggling of trying to do another voice acting video because I've been so insecure just how the way I've sound because sometimes I'm just not used to just hearing the sound of my own voice, and I just feel like anytime when I'm trying to do a voice impression, it's not 100% the character, and I need to just remember that you're not gonna get the full on impression down. Some people will say you get the impression spot on. Some people will not. That's totally fine. I mean, like really, like I was gonna do a voice impressions of me doing all the characters. Not all the characters from the Lion King. I was considering about doing that. Then I got cold feet. I was also gonna do a Dragon Ball Z voice impression video. Didn't do that either. Got cold feet. Then I was thinking about doing one for Ninja Turtles. I was thinking about doing one for all Disney sidekicks, and of course, you guys know I got cold feet. So somewhere down the line, I hope for next week, you know, I'll try my best to do them without without being so hard on myself and just do it. So I'll definitely try my best to do those to the best of my. Actually, since I'm here, which impression video do you guys want to hear first? I'm gonna give you 3 choices: Lion King, Disney sidekicks, or Dragon Ball Z. I mean, no, not Dragon Ball Z, or Ninja Turtles. Which out of those 3? Oh, so like comic historian. Don't worry, you'll get. I'm not in the same position as comic historian. I mean, I've followed the YouTube guidelines for a while. I've had not one single problem with YouTube. For now, I hope I don't. I pray I don't. Man, sad Q Ranger will never get adapted. I would love to see Stinger first official Orange Ranger. Hey, I mean, just here's hoping we could possibly get a Power Rangers adaptation of um of Q Ranger. I mean, I was expecting Q Ranger to be the next one after Ninja Steel, but it wasn't. But I mean, Q Ranger is kind of hard to do because that's a big team. That's 12 Rangers for a full team. And on top of that, even in Q Ranger, not everybody got fully developed. So it's gonna be hard to balance that out. I think it's a good thing that they passed on Q Ranger. Despite the suits look great. The suits are really great. I got I got one for Lion King, and I got one for Ninja Turtles. So one. That's one for each one. I mean, take your pick, whichever. Take your pick. Cause trust me, I was just watching Lion King like 2 days, just the other day. Of course, that movie's a classic. I never get tired with that movie. Funny enough, a fun fact for you guys. I not to put my mom on the spot. I love you, mom. My mom wanted me to audition for The Lion King back when I was a young age, and because they were holding auditions for young Simba, of course, I didn't want to do it because I had huge stage fright. Me on a Broadway stage? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, sir. But I mean, I did get to see the Broadway show. It's a beautiful, beautiful show, brilliant, and it's just awesome. I mean, would I consider auditioning for Lion King on Broadway now? Maybe, maybe. Who knows? I mean, that's a musical theater show, and I just I don't like theater. I don't really like theater. Not theater. I don't like musicals. I'm not really. I have a love hate relationship with musicals. I love High School Musical. It's just some musicals where it's just like, bursting out into song like every 5 minutes. It just gets okay. This is enough. Dude, they showed the trailer for the Witches remake. I love that movie. Excited for the new. I didn't know what is Witches. Hold on, let me look it up. Witches remake. I never heard about. I never even heard about Witches before in my life. I was about to say because you were a theater major. Yeah, yeah, but I just musicals. It's again, I have a love hate relationship with musicals. I mean, Disney has a lot of musical films because of the work of Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, and those two were phenomenal. They're very important to the Disney Renaissance era. Really, very important. But me, anytime I would be bursting into a song is if I'm just hanging out with friends and we're just listening to like Disney music or just music in general, or karaoke. I mean, who doesn't love karaoke? Yeah, some musicals are really forced into films. I mean, I'll admit they're doing a remake of West Side Story. I'm definitely want to check that out because West Side Story is a very classic film and musical. Is a musical film, very classic. So I'm definitely interested to see the remake of that. They're doing a live action film adaptation of In the Heights. It's a classic Broadway show, also was created by Lin Manuel Miranda. I'm about to butcher the guy's name. Excuse me. But yeah, yeah. Spin-offs. The musicals and a lot of DComs are forced a lot of the times and they don't make sense. Call it Descendants 3. Um, I mean, I only watched Descendants 3 just once. Rest in peace, Cameron Boyce. But yeah, I mean, like you said, nowadays, it's a generational thing. Like my generation, our musicals were just High School Musical. Now the newer generation, they have Descendants, they have Zombies, they have heck, I think those are the only two that they got. But yeah, our generation of musicals was strictly just High School Musical. That's why we love it so much. What common writer would you like to see adapt in America? I don't even know. I really don't know because We had two Kamen Rider adaptations in America. One failed and one succeed, but I don't know. I really, really don't know. It's just if they're gonna choose. See, I don't know how they could try to make. Uh, I don't know how they could try to make a Kamen Rider show in the 2020s. I don't know how. We had High School. Yes, there we go. We had High School Musical and the Cheetah Girls. That's what we had. The Greatest Showman was a great musical. Usually, the singing scenes to move story beats instead of explaining one emotion. Yeah, I know. Greatest Showman had a lot of hype in it, a whole lot of hype to it. And I mean, again, like I said, I have a love hate thing with musicals. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably just watch Greatest Showman because of Hugh Jackman, because Wolverine. I love him as Wolverine. Zendaya because that's my celebrity crush. That's my wife. That's my celebrity wife. Love you, Zendaya. But yeah, that's probably like the only reasons I would probably watch Greatest Showman. But other than that, I don't really have any interest to watch Greatest Showman. No respect to any of the people who love it. Trust me, I understand why people love it so much, but yeah, not me. Kamen Rider build would be nice. Yo, huh. Adapting Kamen Rider build today. That would be interesting to pull off because the story in Kamen Rider build is great. I mean, it does drag a little bit some moments, but I think they could pull it off. I think they could kind of pull it off. I'm also impartial to Greatest Showman because one of my favorite dancers, Cloud Campos, choreographed the dance scene. Oh, I mean, I don't know who that is, but that's a very interesting opinion to have. I got an extra on Casey Undercover in high school and talk with Zendaya for a bit. Hey, Zendaya is making moves, big moves. She won her first ever Emmy, youngest person ever to win an Emmy. She is making moves. She is making moves, making big things happen. I'm proud of what she's doing. I love her work. She is awesome. I would love to challenge her in a dance contest. Trust me, I know she can. I know she got moves for days, so I would love to challenge Zendaya to a dance off. I know I may lose, but it would be an honor just to like dance against Zendaya. 0-1 would be a nice pick. I mean, 0-1 would be nice, but 0-1 is kind of like Terminator in a way, and we have Machine and iRobot. That's basically like Terminator and iRobot if you think about 0-1 trying to be adapted. If they try to do it, they just gotta do it right. Don't try to, copy and paste it. Just try to make it its own. She would murder you in the car. Oh, I already know. I know. It will be an honor to lose to her in a dance contest. It will be an honor. I will be appreciated. I'll be a fun, gentle, and I'll be a good sport about it. I'll just be like, Zendaya, you got moves for days. I need to step my game up. Oh man. If I remember correctly, it was the episode she went undercover in a military school as a boy. So she had the dude makeup on talking. It was fun. I gotta watch all of Casey Undercover. See, here's the thing. I did watch Casey Undercover. I just couldn't keep up with it when it was airing because school. But I think it's on Disney. It should be on Disney Plus. I think the whole show is on Disney Plus if I'm right, if I'm correct. Let me see. Casey Undercover. Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, man. God bless Disney Plus. Also, just an update on how I'm doing during my Power Rangers marathon. I'm halfway done with Super Mega Force. Oh my gosh. And I really don't pay attention to it, to be honest, unless it's the fights, the Rangers are fighting in suit. I really don't care. I really don't care about Super Mega Force at all. I don't. I really don't. Zendaya will be awesome as a Power Ranger for the reboot movie or show. I mean, look, if they could get Zendaya to be in a Power Ranger show, if she would do it, she will do it. Excuse me. If she does it, she does it. I mean, I think she could. I think she would make a great Ranger. It would be very interesting to see her play a Power Ranger. If you ask me. But yeah, I'm currently on Super Mega Force, halfway through it. I'm pushing, guys. After I finish Super Mega Force, I'm basically halfway done with the Neo Saban era. But man, oh man, oh man, this era is not hard to watch. I can't wait till I get to Dino Charge. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Um, since I mentioned Disney Plus, I can't wait for Mandalorian season 2. I cannot wait. Man, I need to stop underestimating some of my friends. I remember my friend got me into watching The Mandalorian season 1. I was like, this episode's long. Like, do I have to do I have to watch it? Just watch it. I watched the first episode with him. It's like I'm like, all right, it's good, I'm good. And then actually watching the entire season 1 of Mandalorian, I'm just like, yo, where do I sign up? I want to be a Mandalorian. This is the way. This is the way. I want to be a Mandalorian. Like I want the gear, I want the garb, I want the weapons, I want it all. Let me be a Mandalorian. Also, don't know if I'm gonna watch Dino Fury as it airs. I'm kind of the TV show right now, which is funny because I'm getting a Dino Fury red. I mean, I don't blame you, Toku, because yeah, I mean the show's quality. One, it's in a bad time slot. Trust me, I force myself to get up to watch Beast Morphers season 2. I mean, I'm not currently watching the episodes now because I watched the international airings. I was not look, it's hard to just get me out of bed. I'm not like how I was when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old to get out of bed and watch, Power Rangers on Saturday mornings. It ain't like how it used to be in the 2000s. Getting up now trying to watch Power Rangers these days, it's rough. The, the time slot is too early, and back when it was, the Neo Saban era, 12 o'clock, that was too late of a time to even watch it. They need to find a right time in between. Right in between is a good time. Mando is just a space western. I like it. Can't. Yeah, yeah. It's basically a space western. I cannot wait for it. I don't know what is worse, Neo Saban era or Star Wars. What? You comparing the Neo Saban era with the sequel trilogy of Star Wars? Wow. You know, as much as look, I have not watched any. I've only watched Force Awakens probably like twice, but I have not watched Last Jedi since it came out, and I have not watched The Rise of Skywalker. I have not watched Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker since I last seen it in theaters. I don't even know if I want to because it's just, man, it's just when I first saw The Last Jedi, that ending, how it just ended, it just made me just like, yo, where do we go from here? Like, really, like you killed Snoke, and I'm like, okay, where do we go? And so when you bring back Palpatine in Episode 9, I'm like, oh, Palpatine is back. It's just, I'm like, And then the whole bit of Rise of Skywalker is just like I expect. I didn't have my expect. I didn't know what to expect with the Rise of Skywalker, and of course, I can understand people's opinions. Like I really wanted Finn to be the Jedi. Like if you're promoting the black guy with the lightsaber, I'm like, okay, so this guy's gonna be the Jedi, right? And then all the buildup goes to Rey. I'm just like, okay, okay, all right, that's fine, that's cool, that's cool. And I can understand John Boyega's pain of him just like saying, just throwing shade at Disney. Like the brother barely got much to do. He really got much. Rey got all the focus, and it's sad. It really is sad. I would say Star Wars because I don't even like the you don't even like the movies. Don't be you funny. Only Star Wars I like is the Clone Wars cartoon, Mando, and the games. That's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, there's many things about Star Wars to like. I mean, like I said, Star Wars fandom as a whole is very divisive. Very, very divisive. Like just how, the hatred that, the actress who played Rose she got, just forced her to just leave social media. I'm glad she's doing a lot better now. She's doing way a lot better. And I didn't have a problem with her character at all. Really, I didn't. I really didn't. But hey, look, I didn't have a problem. But the people that had to just it's like I always say, you can't please you're not gonna please everyone. You really are not. But look, you're making as long as she's making better moves for herself, that's all that matters. As long as she living her best life, making moves for herself and pushing hard and making it through, she's good. She's doing good. Ah, man. We're almost at the hour and a half mark. So, if you guys have any questions, I mean, of course, this is a casual stream, so any questions you guys have, go ahead and ask away. I do like that I have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as another Star Wars thing I like since it's Disneyland related. Oh man, cause funny that you mentioned that, Toku, cause since I wanted to since PMC got well before PMC got moved, me and my dad we were going together. I would have loved to just spend just one day at Disneyland, just to experience the park because I know Disneyland was the first park. So and I can definitely see some aspects of how Disneyland is better than Walt Disney World, and I could say that for a fact. It is. Thoughts on Damien becoming a villain? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't. No, no, no. All that development, all those years of development that Damian Wayne got, and you're just gonna turn him into a villain. I'm just like, that's a whole lot of character development thrown out the window. Why? But hey, Tim Drake is back as Robin now, so that's great news. And he's not called a duck anymore. That's even better. But they gotta do they gotta they gotta do it. They gotta do something. They gotta change something because I was one of those people that hated Damien. He was a brat. I did not like him at all. But once I started reading, Rebirth, I'm like, you know what? I approve Damien as Robin. I approve him, and I just love his chemistry that he has with Jonathan Kent. I love it. But now all that's changed. It's just changed. do the Ninja Turtles voice over. My wife would love to see it. Which, like, right now, and if I want to do it right now, which Ninja Turtles character? Wait, dude, if you plan a day at Disney, I got the tips. I'm a Disneyland nerd. I try to go as often. Okay, okay, I appreciate that, Toku, because there's so many things in Disneyland that I would just love to go. Like me, when I go to Disneyland, or any like Disney park in general, my joy comes from just, meeting the characters. I love meeting the characters. I love character hunting. It's so much fun. I haven't I haven't met all the Disney. I have yet to meet Princess Tiana. I have yet to. I've never got the chance to, and it sucks. So, and of course, more characters are being added, and just like more characters are being added, a lot more characters are getting taken away because they can't they can only hold but so much characters in these parks, and that's totally fine. Barry Allen or Wally West? Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. That's so tough. Um, I love what man Wally. Wally definitely is the most powerful speedster, but I love Barry too. And I know Wally West was the first Flash I saw because of the Justice League cartoon, but I love them both. I can't pick one. I know Wally has a everyone says Wally is better than Barry, and I can see why, but I love them both. I love them both. Raphael, she loves Raphael. I gotta think. Cricket. You gotta understand what a crumpet is to understand cricket. Because I know Raphael has that hard Brooklyn accent. Uh, not street accent, but let me think of another line that Raphael would say. Um, oh, his voice is as the Night Watcher. Okay, Leo, time to teach you a lesson. Or if you want a heart to heart, voice of Raph, I can hit you. I can hit you with this one. I did. I did something very stupid, Master Splinter. I see why he's the better son, and I'm not. My heart my heart hurts every time I do that. Really, it's sad. Anytime Raphael is sad, I feel his pain. That I love Leo's my favorite turtle of all time, but Raphael's my second favorite. But Raph, anytime he gets sad, I feel his pain. I really do. Or what's the guy gotta do to get some food around here? Yeah, Leo, get a grip, will ya? Leo, don't. Splinter! That's my Raphael impression. That's that's the best I can do. Comic book character you think should never have come back to life? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Hmm. That should have never come back to life? Oh, that's a very hard question to ask because death in comic books is never permanent. I mean, for some characters it may be permanent, but all of that the death in comic books thing pretty much changed when Jean Grey came back to life and when Superman came back to life in comic books. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have like one character I just say, man, I wish that character stayed dead. I mean, if they bring them back, then okay. I mean, if it's a favorite of mine, I wish they stay. If they ever kill off a favorite character of mine, say Tim Drake, because I remember when Tim Drake got booted off in Rebirth, I was like, no, Rebirth just started. Like, why are you gonna do my boy Tim like that? But man, but yeah, because I was heartbroken that Tim was dead. I'm like, why did they kill off my favorite Robin? I was so pissed off. But I don't have one character that they shouldn't have brought back in comic books. I don't have that one particular character. Awesome, bro. Awesome. That was great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Hero Connection Podcast. I do the best I could. But thank you. Thank you. Whew, at I'm a minute, an hour and 21 minutes. Wow. Man, after the stream is done, I'm gonna make me some dinner. I'm hungry. I think I don't know if I'll probably aim for just an hour and 45 minutes. You know about the Ronin Ninja Turtle comic about to get a live action series? No, I don't. And speaking of Ninja Turtle comics, I've kind of just started reading Ninja Turtle comics, the 2011 IDW series, and it is great. I love it. The reason why I started reading that series because of course, the designs are closely similar. Well, heck, I could say that's where the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon got their designs from. I like the whole bandages on the hands and everything. I love that design of the turtles. I love how the origin is just different and how they came together. I loved it. It's really great. But yeah, I guess that's also why I really like the 2012 series. It's a mixture of the 80s cartoon, the 2000s Ninja Turtles cartoon, and the comic books. So a very brilliant combination. Favorite Spider-Man villain? Green Goblin. Green Goblin. His arch enemy, Green Goblin. I love a good villain that's just able to just like push a hero over the edge. That's a great thing. That's a lot. A lot of villains would do that. Some of them stoop away from that now, but I just love a good villain that pushes the hero over the edge. What comics are you reading right now? Too much. Too many. I'm reading too many. I've purchased some things on the Marvel Comics app, on the DC Comics app, and I feel like I think once the new year begins, I'm gonna have to rearrange what I'm reading because I'm also reading old stuff as well as the current stuff. And I think with the current stuff, I need to take things off of the list. Let me just stick with one. I think for me, for now, I'm gonna have to do whatever writer that I know that's writing that particular book. If I like it, I'll keep reading. If I don't like it, I'm dropping it. I think from now on, I'm just gonna give one arc. If I don't like the arc, I'm off. If I do, I'll keep on going. Should have done that with Tom King's Batman run, because that run was not that great. Thoughts on Donny Cates' Venom? Donny Cates' Venom is it's cool. I like it. It's really, really cool. First of all, giving Venom wings. I like it. Me like it. I totally like that. And yeah, I just love it. I really do. And speaking of Donny Cates, I got to meet him at a New York Comic Con last year. I got to shake his hand, and I told him like I really enjoy your work on Venom, and he said thank you. It's just meeting a comic book writer. I never really expect to actually meet comic book writers, but to actually like meet the writer up front in person, and tell him that I love your work. It's a great feeling. Like I got to meet comic book writers. I got to meet Peter Tomasi. I got to meet, like I said, Donny Cates, Al Ewing. I got to do an interview with him as well. If you guys have seen my my New York Comic Con vlog video, that was great. I never thought I'd do that. Got to meet Sam Humphries. Who else? I think I met Dan Abnett. Yeah, I think no, not Dan. No, I don't think that was Dan Abnett that I met. I don't know. There's a lot of well, most of them were artists, but if I would meet one particular writer, I definitely want to meet Jeff Johns. That man's work is what got me into DC Comics. I love that man's work. Really awesome. Oh, Greg Pak. I also got to meet Greg Pak, one of the writer, his Hulk, the writer for World War Hulk, Planet Hulk. Love that guy's work. Thoughts on Nick Spencer's Spider-Man and who do you think Kendrick did? Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run, it's not bad. It's really not that bad. It's interesting, it's fun. I would say the Hunted arc with Craven was good. I kind of think it dragged on too much a little bit, but it was very interesting. I think it was pretty I thought it was pretty good. Now, as who do I think the Kindred is? Man, I gotta dig real deep. It's gotta be someone that's from Peter's past. It's gotta be someone. The body of the Kindred definitely looks like it's gotta be a male. I don't want to. I don't think it's Flash Thompson. I really don't think it's Flash Thompson. But it's a. Oh my gosh, it's really a mystery. I don't know at the tip. I don't know who I could say it is at the tip of my tongue. There's really no one I could picture from Peter's past that could be the Kindred. I don't know who. I really don't know who he could be. But man, whew, sometimes talking too much hurts the throat. That's why I always keep drinking the water on the side. So overall, if anybody has anybody, continue with the questions, guys. I think I'll probably go for until like an hour and 45. I don't think I could do the full 2 hours. Spider-Man Gaming Master new version of P. I know they did. I'm not against them remastering Peter Parker's look for the PS5 for the Spider-Man game, but yeah, it does look. Yeah, it looks. I'm very on the fence on it. I'm on the fence, completely on the fence about it, but it's just, really, Trying to see some review once you're watching. Thoughts on Bendis' Superman? I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Don't like it. I dropped both of those books. I did not want to read those books. I feel like Brian Michaels Bendis. I know Bendis has a specific writing style, and I noticed that a lot. He likes to make all his characters swear a lot in his books. He likes to have a huge. He loves splash pages, and he loves to have wordy pages as well. He has to like have everybody talking so much. That's why I can't read his Legion of Superheroes run. I only read like the first 2 or 3 issues of Legion of Superheroes. I'm like, nope, nope, no more, no more. Even his Young Justice run, I'm like, what is this man doing? I mean, that Young Justice book is getting canceled. Well, I think it has one more issue left and then it's done. So, but yeah, I could not read Bendis's Young Justice book. Heck, I feel like, excuse me, it's not the same. It really ain't the same. I I had a reason to be worried when he came on the Superman book. I knew we were in for trouble. I knew it. How do you feel about Black? Oh my gosh. You really want to know how I felt about Chadwick Boseman's passing? I was broken. I was on the phone talking to one of my friends, and then my brother texted me saying Chadwick Boseman passed away. I'm like, no, 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 no. So I typed in Chadwick Boseman on Google, said Chadwick Boseman passed away. I'm like, damn, damn. I was just, I was broken. I was broken. A death hasn't hit me this hard since Stan Lee passed away. But this tops that. I'm just like, and I didn't know he had cancer. I really couldn't tell he had cancer. People were saying that, he's looking a little skinnier. I'm like, I couldn't see it. I never noticed that. But he was in his 40s. In his 40s. He could have gone on for like 3 more decades. He looked like he really could have gone on for 3 more decades. And he got diagnosed with cancer when he got cast as Black Panther. I'm just like, damn. After that, I was like, yo, 2020 freaking sucks. 2020 freaking sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to get emotional, but that death, I didn't want to talk about Chadwick's death because really, it's just watching any of his works is not going to feel the same. Really ain't going to be the same. And his watching Black Panther anymore is going to be hit totally different now. And any of his MCU appearances, it's going to hit totally differently. I loved him as James Brown in Get On Up, and he did a great job as Jackie Robinson in 42, but he's up there now with the heroes that he got to play. He got to play Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, James Brown. He's up there now with those legends. His legacy is I'm going to miss that man. I'm going to miss him. But right now, I just feel like they should not touch Black Panther 2. Don't touch it. Don't touch it at all. For right now, do not touch it. Don't talk about it. Don't try to figure out how to make, Shuri the Black Panther. I know people want that. I'm all for that. But for right now, don't touch it. Do not touch it. Don't. Thoughts on Tinian's Black Batman run? It's good. I can say it's better than Tom King's run, but I can say nothing has really wowed me yet. Completely. Nothing has wowed me as of yet. But I can say it's a step up from Tom King's run. I can definitely say that. And I'm looking forward to issue 100. Okay, guys, so I guess we can go for 9 more minutes. So fire away with the questions. Shoot them out. Hit me up with the questions. But yeah, Chadwick's death, that one hurt. That one really, really hurt. Thoughts on Rick Grayson? Did not like it. I'm glad that Dick Grayson is back to being Nightwing now. Because after the whole Rick Grayson thing, I was like, I can't read this book. This ain't Dick Grayson. I'm not reading this at all. But I did read the whole, him getting reformed, getting his memory back. I'm glad that he's back to being Dick Grayson again. What's your opinion on Falcon and Winter Soldier? Are you talking about the TV show? If it's about the Disney Plus series, I can't wait for it. That's my most anticipated Disney Plus series to watch right now. Of course, no, that got pushed to 2021, so At least WandaVision's coming out this year, so I'm interested about one on WandaVision, but I can't wait to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I can't wait for that show. Thoughts about Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro? Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Don't make him nerdy. I did not like the whole nerdy approach that they did for Electro, just going for him making just having just no. No, no, no. And he didn't do much. He really didn't do much as a villain at all. He just had 2 fights with Spider-Man. I mean, I find it cool that they chose to go with his ultimate look, going, with the blue version of Electro. I mean, if they were gonna go with the classic costume, I would be interested to see how that they can pull that off. But of course, nowadays Electro is dead in the comics. We have a female Electro now. But I guess the costume is kind of dated because I know for a time they got rid of the mask that Electro had and just gave him the Thunderbolt on his head. And that's fine. Ready for the Snyder Cut? Hey, I'm ready for the Snyder Cut. I am full on ready for the Zack Snyder Cut of Justice League. It's a very celebratory thing to be happy about because I was one of those people who are like, yo, this ain't gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. Stop. But I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you think Barry Allen should not come back? I don't know. I don't know. Because Wally. Okay, let me see. Barry was the Flash from the 60s all the way to the 80s, then got killed during Crisis. Wally was the Flash for, the 80s to 2009, and then Barry came back. Honestly, and I love the Flash family. Like, the family stuff of the characters is really cool. It's really, really cool. But I'm not against, Barry coming back. I mean, Barry kind of motivated Wally to become the Flash in the first place, so I'm not against it. I'm not against Barry coming back anyway. I think we can make a new Kamen Rider here in America. I mean, I say build. I say they should do build. I say if they're gonna do it, go with the build route. If you were to write Batman, what would you do for the character and for the Bat family? If I were to write Batman, what would you do for the character and the Bat family? Don't crowd them in all together in one book. No, I would say Detective Comics definitely should be the Bat family centered book. If I were to do something, switch out the Bat family members from time to time, because Detective Comics, that's a full on Bat family book. I think, Batman being the head, I think other characters of the Bat family should get their own, focus story. That's what I think. And, have Batman and Robin for one arc, have Batman and Batgirl, Batman and Nightwing, change it up, rotate the characters out. You don't want to have the entire Bat family there because that's a lot of characters to focus on. It's a lot. Would you like to see a Power Rangers version of Super Sentai Strongest Battle or a movie in the French? Ooh, okay. Here's the thing about a Power Rangers version of Strongest Battle. Yes, Strongest Battle was basically a big battle royale. Some people came back for cameos, which was great. It only matters who is willing to come back because I don't want to say I don't want the same thing to happen like how with the Legendary Battle because only 10 actors came back. Some people didn't want to come back, which I understand why. But it all depends on who wants to come back for that. It all depends. And I know some actors only want to come back if the money is if the money is talking. If the money is talking, they'll come. If it ain't, sorry. Because some Ranger actors are SAG actors now. And if they're not getting that SAG pay, they can't come back. That's all it is. So I understand. I could definitely understand, but I think I would be interested to see a strongest battle version of Power Rangers. I think that would be cool. Do you think Cassandra Cain should be Batgirl again? I say yeah. I say definitely yeah, because even though Stephanie Brown is my favorite Batgirl, because Tim and Steph, I love that couple. Tim is my favorite Robin. But for Cassandra, I didn't read her books. I never read her books. And I know she's very silent. She's mute. She doesn't talk a lot. But it would be cool to see Cassandra back as Batgirl today. In today's time in current comics. Do you like the Matt Reeves Batman so far? Look, that trailer for Matt Reeves Batman. I watched that trailer like 5 times when it came out on DC Fandom, and I can't wait to watch that movie. I may say Batman is overrated. I don't like Batman. I prefer Batman Beyond, but I'm excited for that movie. I'm really, really excited for that movie. Top 5 Spider heroes. Peter Parker, of course. Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Gwen, and Kane, Scarlet Spider. Did you know Billy was the original mentor for Dino Thunder? No, I did not. I did not know that. I did not know Billy was supposed to come back for Dino Thunder. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, because Billy had a lot of development. Very a lot. Very a lot. That's not a sentence. That's a lot of development. But saddest comic book moments. Ooh, saddest comic book moments. I mean, for me, when Tim died, but of course he came back. Superboy's death hit me when I read Infinite Crisis. But of course, again, Superboy came back. Saddest moment. Saddest moment for me. I mean, when I read comic books, I don't really generally get sad. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, Identity Crisis. That was a sad tale. That was a very, very sad tale. And the Injustice universe. The whole Injustice universe is sad. It's a tragedy. It's a tragic universe, but that whole universe is just sad. What comic book moment made you the angriest? That made me Civil War 2, when the Inhuman had a vision that Miles Morales was gonna kill Captain America, Steve Rogers, and then Captain Marvel was like, Miles Morales, I need you to come. I'm like, no. I'm like, I feel like that was racial stereotyping right there, because he was black. Okay, he's half black, half Hispanic. But I'm like, no. I got so pissed at that moment. I hated that. Civil War 2 is one of the worst comic book events. One of. Because I know there's a whole slew of comic book events that are terrible. But nah, I hated that moment with a burning passion. Gwen Stacy's death in the comics hit hard. Yeah, that's a very sad death. Very sad. That's enough. I don't think they should bring back Gwen Stacy. They never should. I know they tried, but don't ever bring back Gwen Stacy. Keep her dead. Even I'm an MJ fan. I love Mary Jane. I feel like she's the better, superior love interest for Peter, but yeah. I mean, I can understand why people like Gwen Stacy more than Gwen. Probably because also in other media, and even in Spectacular Spider-Man, I actually really like Gwen Stacy in Spectacular Spider-Man. But yeah. All right, guys. So we're at the hour and 45-minute mark. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all the viewers that came in here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for all the advice and the stuff that you guys want to see. I will try my best to get on it because I know some people ask for Sentai reviews. I will try my best to do Sentai reviews. And I don't know how I could get back into talking about comic books because, man, I've just been talking about Power Rangers and Tokusatsu on my channel for like the past 2 months now. But thank you guys so much for doing that. For all of the thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. So, of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified for whenever I go live or for another upload. And as always, I'm Vengeance, I'm Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.